Hammer points are back in Apex Legends, and oh boy am I excited. So I wanted to make a little updated video talking about how the hammer points work now as opposed to when they were originally released in Season 2 of Apex Legends. So that was like 10 seasons ago, and I think they were removed in Season 3 if I recall correctly. Anyways, that was one of my favorite all-time hop-ups ever added into Apex Legends, so we're going to go through how they work today. So as per their description, they increase unshielded damage. Now, as of Season 12, the hammer points are available to use on the P2020, the Mozambique, and the RE45, as opposed to in Season 2, where it was only available for the P2020 and the Mozambique. So if we talk about numbers, how much does it increase the damage by for those weapons on unshielded targets? So for the P2020, it increases the damage done by 1.5 times. So instead of doing 18 damage to the body, you now do 27 damage to the body and 41 damage to the head. So that is incredibly powerful compared to shielded targets, which would give you 27. Now for the RE45 in Mozambique, it's a little bit less powerful in terms of damage increase. It is 1.33 periodical damage increase. So 33, let's call it 33.5% increase in damage for the Mozambique and the RE45. So the RE45, you are doing a base damage of 12 to the body on shielded targets, and then on unshielded targets, you're doing 16 with 18 to the head on shielded and 24 on unshielded. As for the Mozambique, so the Mozambique has 3 pellets per shot. So if we're hitting this guy with only 1 pellet here, you're doing 15 damage per pellet to the body on shielded targets and 19 to the head. And then if we move over to this guy who is now unshielded, you're doing 20 damage to the body and 25 to the head. So you can see it makes these weapons much more viable in terms of, you know, late game utility. Obviously, the Mozambique P2020 kind of always been the laughing stock of Apex Legends. Pretty decent early game, but when you get into later game, you really want to have something with a little bit more punch, and having something like those weapons with hammer points really makes them shine late game. Now, obviously, you don't really want to use it to get a target from 200 to 225 health down to 0. You're going to want to break the shields with another type of weapon, like an AR, an SMG, a sniper, and then move and swap out to your weapon that has the hammer points on it, so RE45, Mozambique, and P2020. Personally, my favorite weapon to use with the hammer points has and always will be the P2020. It is such a powerhouse with the hammer points. It is insane. You're doing so much damage with the P2020 with hammer points. You can even take a target down from full health with red shields with 1 clip. So I have a target dummy here with red shields, and I have no extended mag on the P2020. I'm only getting body shots here. I still had 2 shots left on there, and I still managed to get this target down with only the stock P2020 with hammer points. So now they're still powerful, obviously, on the Mozambique and the RE45, but I think they have that little bit of something extra because you're doing so much damage per shot on unshielded targets with the P2020. It is an absolute blast to use it. So combo these guns with something else, like a sniper, marksman weapon, any ARs, SMGs, but you only have to get used to swapping out weapons. When you hear that shield crack, you know it's time to swap out to your hammer point weapon and finish them off really quickly. I promise you, you are going to have a ton of fun with the hammer points and these guns. For those of you who maybe missed out in the past, because it has been quite a while since we've seen hammer points in Apex Legends, but definitely my favorite hop up to ever be added into Apex Legends. It makes, you know, some pretty underwhelming, so to speak, weapons actually viable, and yeah, I find that great. And I honestly think some of the P2020 skins are the best, so it makes me really happy to be able to use the P2020 in late game as opposed to only really being viable early game. But anyways, that'll be it for today's video. Let me know what you think about the hammer points. Have you had the chance to try them before? Is this your first time this hop up out? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.